Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Shadow Master G6, and today, guys, we are going to be talking about my experience at AT, okay? So, before we start, obviously, your boy's got to do some shout-outs. Shout out to everybody who commented down on my last Army video today. This is kind of like one of the reasons why I'm doing another Army video, because people seem to really enjoy coming back to my channel and seeing Army stuff because they want to know more about it, and I enjoy teaching people stuff. So shout out to everybody who gave a like, left a comment on that last video that I did, and I'm gonna do a schedule. It's going to be something more like Army, something that I want to do, Army, something that I want to do. So pretty much as it stands, that's just like a quick update. If you guys don't already follow me on social media, I have to, shameless plug, Shadow Master G6 right across the thing. Thank you. And let's get on into this because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, so National Guard members have a very different training schedule than an active duty member does. So essentially what really happens is active duty, once you get out of AIT, you go to your next unit and that's it. You're done. You're going to be at your unit for a very long period of time. I mean, unless you have another school to go to, like airborne or something similar to that, air assault. But I suggest once you get to your unit, just every place is different. So you got to keep that as an open mind thing. So every place is different. Everybody else has different rules. So National Guard, once you, we train one weekend in a month, and then 2 weeks during the summer. So in this past June, pretty much what happened with me is it was my second drill, and I immediately went into my annual training, which was 2 weeks. So I didn't know the ropes. I didn't know exactly what to pack, and well, they gave us a list, but of course, even in basic, nobody really goes by the list. So I will talk about that later. So first things first, packing, of course. You're gonna look at everything on the list, and then you're going to want to toggle between what you want to bring and then what you don't want to bring, and that is up to you. Okay, so like for me, they told us to bring our elbow and knee pads, and we didn't use them at all. They told us to bring our PT mat, didn't use it at all. Even though I saw other people brought their PT mat and used it on their cots, it's a personal choice thing. There's people, I ended up having to bring my assault pack, my rucksack, and my duffel bag, and some people had actually just dummied down everything to just their duffel bag and an assault pack, which is baffling to me because they obviously have more experience than I do. So if you somehow manage to bring it down to like less baggage, do it. Definitely, most definitely. Bring the essentials though, like your ACH, your vests, your gloves, all that good stuff. Make sure that you bring those, and make sure that you bring your hydration carrier too, aka your Camelback. Even though you just got out of AIT and you don't really want to wear it, make sure that you hydrate. Hydration is key. So here we go. Pretty much what happened was I went to my first AT with my head in the clouds, not really knowing exactly what to expect. And so pretty much what ended up happening was, seeing as to how I was new, I got put into a position that I wasn't, I guess you can say, high enough ranked for, but yet I was still able to do the things that was required of me. So I went in, we had a convoy brief, I think it was the same day. Yeah, we had a convoy brief same day on the first day, which is probably going to be anywhere between Friday and Saturday. And then the next day, we left and we went to our location. And so the convoy brief is pretty simple. If you drive, you're a driver, you're going to be driving either the Humvees or one of the other vehicles carrying some of our equipment. And yeah, you're going to be driving. But me being the way I am, because I still don't know how to drive, I ended up just taking the bus. So that's pretty simple. They're going to tell you where you are, obviously, and how are you going to be affecting the convoy, if at all, if you're in the convoy to really begin with. We stopped before we got to our designated location. We stopped, got snacks, had lunch, and then got back on the bus and drove the rest of the way out there. Now, once we got there, that's when the hard part kind of started coming because it was hot, like H-O-T, hot. Okay, so pretty much the first day is just setup. You're setting up tents. You're setting up, well, I don't want to say barbed wire, but you're going to be setting up tents. You're going to be setting up your tents. You're going to be setting up kind of like a perimeter, like where you and your, I guess, you and your base are going to be. And so that's pretty much like the first day. The next day is going to be kind of more like the technical setup, which would be like the air conditioning, the satellite thing, and all that cool stuff. But it's sometimes, depending on how it went, for us, we had like kind of like a technical disaster in which our technology just did not really want to work. We got power. We managed to get power, which is cool, via generators, obviously. But that was by itself pretty cool. But like I said, you have to go in with an open mind, because personally, I didn't know what the heck I would be doing, because I'm just a private, right? There's for my section, I'm a 42, as most of you guys know. I'm a 42 Alpha Human Resource Specialist, so I expected that I'd be working with my unit, or not my unit, but my section per se. But that's not what ended up happening. I ended up getting snatched up and put somewhere else. So like I said, go in with an open mind and be ready for anything, because you never know what you're going to be put on to do. Okay, so my shift was something around like 6 to 9, so that's like somewhere near like 15 hours ish, kind of. Yeah, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So you're gonna want to eat. You're gonna want to depending on where you are, you will or will not be able to use your phone. But if this was like a real life scenario and like we were under attack, blackout. There's no phones. It's gone. In the place that I was, I really wasn't allowed to use my phone like that. But again, I am a victim of circumstance. I am a victim of circumstance. But you have to, even if you're not somewhere that you want to be, you have to still try your best, because not only is this going to be affecting you, it's also going to be affecting your comrades. It's also going to be affecting like your unit, your base as a whole. Even like the slightest thing, like for us, comms wasn't up, aka communications wasn't like where it needed to be versus where we had it. And so like that was like a huge effect, because instead of being able to just like radio in and be like, we're doing X, Y, and Z, we had to send actual people to other bases to let them know of our plans and stuff and like what was going on. And it was one of those things you have to be ready for. So readiness is everything. When you're at AT, like I said, well, where we were, it doesn't actually matter though. You need to make sure that you're hydrated, because there's going to be a time. There were, I think, actually, I don't even know if we had any heat cats this time. We got really lucky, but according to some of my people, they were they were expecting heat cats. So yeah, so the event itself is a wholesome 2 weeks, and if you're new coming in like I was, expect to learn a lot, because you're gonna be working pretty hard along with the rest of your section, the rest of your unit, and everything, because there's going to be lots of stuff. There's stuff that like you're not even MOS qualified to be doing, and you're gonna be doing it. So that's pretty gnarly. I've got to say, the whole AT experience showed me a lot about people, and it showed me a lot about the Army. It was really cool. I really liked it. It got really cold at night, so make sure that you guys bring your sleeping system, because you don't want to freeze. Make sure you bring your tent. I guess like I said, you're gonna, I don't know if I said this earlier or not, but you're going to notice that there's people who work really, really hard in the Army, and there's going to be people who don't really work hard in the Army. And so you're going to have to kind of identify yourself with one or the other. And personally, I tried to identify myself with the work really hard, and then it actually paid off. I have something over here. Let me show you. I'm gonna just take it out. I got a medal, Army Achievement Medal. Hopefully you guys can see that. So like, work hard and then get paid, you know. So it was pretty cool. got the whole achievement folder and everything. But like I said, AT isn't something that any of you guys need to be afraid of, because it's a learning experience. That's all it is. It's training, annual training. There you go, AT, got it. You guys are smart. So if you guys have any more questions, be sure to leave them down in the comment. I will be posting again sometime very soon some more Army stuff, because I have still a whole bunch of Army story times that I really want to share with you guys. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you, my shadow soldiers, I think I said that wrong. I hope you, my shadow soldiers, are doing okay and having like a fantastic day. This is Shadow Master G6 signing off. Peace. Oh yeah, make sure you guys bathe. Showering actually makes you feel better, so I recommend you guys bathe.